All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Zimbabwe. We will soon be crossing over to Bulawayo for the live broadcast of Dr. Thokozani Khupe's press conference starting anytime soon. In fact, we are just working with a partner in Bulawayo just now to provide us the feed. As soon as we get the feed, we'll be coming to you live. So stay tuned to Zimbabwe Daily. We will be providing the feed in a moment. And welcome once again. If you're joining us, you are listening to Zim Daily, Zimbabwe Daily, right here on a Friday, the 21st of January 2022. We will be shortly be providing a feed of Dr. Thokozani Khupe's press conference in a few moments. We are just working with a partner right now in Bulawayo who is going to be providing us the feed in the next few minutes. And in case you're joining us, welcome and stay tuned as we will be connecting you shortly. Yeah, we've just been assured that in a few minutes we will be crossing over to Bulawayo to provide you that live feed. Dr. Thokozani Khupe will be presiding or conducting a press conference in the next few minutes just to clear the air on what is actually happening within the MDC-T. They say politics is 24 hours is a very long time in politics for those that are following the events in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe doesn't seem to disappoint in terms of, obviously, when you look at the political arena, there's a lot to talk about. And we are going to be providing a live feed in the next few minutes from Bulawayo as we look at the events back home in Zimbabwe. Yes, we're coming to you live here on Zimbabwe Daily, broadcasting to you live this morning from London, and we will be crossing over in a few minutes to Bulawayo. So please stay tuned. We will be right back.
Is over, and officially today, Mr. Dube, MDC-T has split. Listen again, not MDC Alliance, but MDC-T has split. She is saying that she will continue recognizing the alliance which was signed by the late Morgan Tsvangirai and other leaders of other political formations. Therefore, at the moment, she doesn't know who is going to lead the other faction, which Comrade Douglas Monzora is leading. And what she's saying Monzora has been violating the MDC-T constitution and has never
Yes, we hear you, Ezra. I think his image is frozen there, so maybe we are going to go back to him, and it's because of the network issue. So basically, what has happened is that Ms. Khupe says she's now the new leader of the MDC-T. She doesn't care about what is going to happen to the other faction. So she says, you know what, it's time to move on. So I hope Ezra Jesus Panda will come back and we hear from him what is going on in Bulawayo right now. So we are trying to get hold of the Monzora formation to hear exactly what they are saying about what Khupe has said. So I've been trying to get in touch with Witness Dube in order to understand really what is going on, and hopefully we are going to get hold of Witness Dube to actually respond to what Ms. Khupe has said. So let me try again to call Witness Dube and get his take on what is going on. So because there's a lot that is going on in the MDC. So now Douglas Monzora, according to Khupe, is no longer a member of the MDC because he declared himself leader of the MDC Alliance. So she says, according to the party's constitution, if you declare that kind of a thing, like, you know, you're now belonging to another party, you instantly expel yourself from that kind of particular party, and that is the MDC-T. So now, you know, you remember some MPs and councillors were actually expelled by the MDC-T on the pretext that they were aligning themselves with the MDC alliance led by Nelson Chamisa. I think Ezra Jesus Panda is back. Let's have his take on what is going on there. I think Ezra has got some people there. So Ezra Jesus, can you run up and then we will come back to you and speak.
Yes. What I was saying, Dube, is that it says Dr. Monzora is officially no longer a member of MDC-T, but it doesn't know because they have got the cabal, according to her words. There's a cabal which backs Morgan Tsvangirai and gonna remain with the other faction. She doesn't know who is gonna lead them, but officially now, Dr. Monzora ceases to be a member of MDC-T. They will hold their congress, which is scheduled for March, and that is an illegal congress. Therefore, they might continue, and meaning that they will have a new leader, but that person, that party is now another formation of MDC-T. She says she's a woman who follows the constitution of the party, and at the moment appeals to Minister of Justice not to interfere, appeals to the Parliament not to take sides. Those were her words. Don't take sides in making a decision. And all those people, she's saying.
Yes, we understand that as a just one. I think it got cut again because of the network. So hopefully it's going to come back, and then we try to switch over to the Ndebele side. So as of now, we know what is going on, and we're trying to reach Mr. Witness Khupe. He is in Harare, and hopefully we're going to get him. So all these things are happening, and a lot is happening in the MDC formation. So it all started by the formation of the MDC, which was led by Morgan Tsvangirai and deputized by Ipsam Sibanda. So over the years, the MDC has been splitting, and people are saying the split is actually good for ZANU-PF, because ZANU-PF could be taken to have a lot of mileage in terms of elections and ruling the country. So that's that, and let's come up with Ezra, and then we try to do the Ndebele part. I think Ezra is trying to come back. So Ezra, just a few words, then we go into Ndebele.
Yes, I was talking to Alfred is here, so I wanted to talk. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what I said to me.
Yes, talk to Alfred there. Talk to Alfred over there. Then we switch over to Ndebele.
No, it's just a quick one.
Another output.
You're not allowed to talk.
He's okay. He's okay.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's okay.
Yeah. So now we don't know the next way forward. It says they are now having a meeting there, which is a closed meeting, and then they are discussing on the way forward. Dr. Khupe, we will speak. VOA is going to have an exclusive one-on-one with Dr. Khupe, where we will ask some of the pertinent questions, which I know a lot of our viewers, they want to understand what's going on. We want to hear about this rumor that has been seen with the MDC Alliance President Nelson Chamisa. I want to hear a lot from Dr. Khupe later on. Hopefully, we'll get all the answers we need to do.
Certainly, Ezra, and thank you so much for giving us, all this from Bulawayo. So what we're going to do is I'll link you up with the Ndebele page, and then we will summarize in Ndebele, and then we wait for Khupe. So as of now, thank you so much. So I'll be sending you a link in a few seconds, and then you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you in seconds, right? So that was Ezra Sibanda. We know officially the MDC has actually split. So the MDC-T is no longer a one led by Douglas Monzora only, but there's another one that is now led by Thokozani Khupe. Things are happening in the opposition. As of now, I'm signing off from Maryland, that is in USA. This is Gibbs Dube in the special program. Thank you so much, Zimbabwe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay. So I'm coming back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah, okay. So I'm coming back to you.
All right, so there you are, Zimbabwe. We have just confirmed from the conference, the press conference. It's just ended a few minutes ago. Thokozani Khupe is now officially split from the Mwanzora-led MDC. She is just a few minutes ago. She delivered her message on. In the press conference that she just had a few minutes ago, confirming that she's officially splitting from the MDC-T, and she's not sure now what's going to happen to the other faction, as she put it. She thinks that she is the legitimate MDC-T, and she is not sure what's going to happen to Douglas Mwanzora-led MDC. In just a few minutes ago, Dr. Thokozani Khupe had her press conference where she confirmed that the movement is, or the faction is actually officially split from the Mwanzora-led MDC. We're following these events for you, Zimbabwe, coming to you live this morning from London, the United Kingdom. We will be running a rebroadcast of the actual words that Dr. Khupe delivered just a few minutes ago. We are right here on Zimbabwe Daily and bringing you the latest from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe never disappoints when it comes to politics, and today once again we have heard from Dr. Thokozani Khupe. Some of you have been following the events back in Zimbabwe. Just yesterday, they started off with a letter that the MDC-T, led by Douglas Mwanzora, released yesterday, confirming that Dr. Thokozani Khupe had been expelled from the MDC faction that he leads. So this letter was actually dated the 12th of January. Sorry, I don't know what is happening there. So the letter dated the 12th of January. If I can get to it in a moment, just to keep you up to date or appraised with what's actually happening in Zimbabwe right now. Just going and read through the letter that triggered all this that is happening. 24 hours is a very long time in politics, they say, and once again we have not disappointed as a country. A lot of drama and a lot going on right now in Zimbabwe. Dr. Thokozani Khupe has just delivered her message through the so-called presser that she conducted just a few minutes ago, confirming that she is officially now split from the Douglas Mwanzora led MDC-T. What triggered all these events is the letter dated the 12th. In fact, it is the letter itself from witness Dube, who happens to be the Secretary for Information and Publicity, is dated the 20th of January 2022. Statement on suspension of Dr. Thokozani Khupe from the MDC-T. The letter says the MDC-T wishes to advise that First Vice President Dr. Thokozani Khupe has been suspended according to the letter that was circulated on the social media platforms yesterday. The letter dated the 12th of January was personally delivered to Dr. Khupe and her legal team. The suspension was with immediate effect pending investigation into various allegations leveled against it. Investigations are being conducted by a team led by the party's Arbiter General. The suspension is in line with the party's constitution and is as a result of certain issues that arose. So those issues are not laid in this letter. Once the said issues are investigated and fully resolved, the party will communicate such. So this is what triggered the whole hoo-ha that we have just witnessed in the MDC-T. They say Zimbabwe doesn't disappoint when it comes to political drama. And once again, we have stood up to that statement. We have not disappointed. The drama continues in Zimbabwe as we speak. Thokozani Khupe has left the MDC-T led by Dr. Monzora for good. Is he a doctor? Maybe not. Maybe yes. It's Advocate Douglas Monzora is the leader of the faction that Dr. Khupe has just officially split from. So we are following the events for you, Zimbabwe. Stay tuned to Zim Daily as we continue with this live coverage. We are just keeping everyone abreast, informed. Right here live on Zimbabwe Daily. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, Zimbabwe. This is Zim Daily, Zimbabwe Daily, coming to you live here from London. The time is coming to exactly 10 minutes to 11 a.m. I believe it's almost 10 minutes to 1 p.m. if you're listening to us from Zimbabwe, South Africa, and the surrounding areas. We are bringing you the latest from Zimbabwe, as you are just seeing from the screen. Khupe has officially split from the Monzora-led MDC. She delivered a very fiery statement just a few minutes ago. We'll be running the same press conference in the next few minutes. This is a rebroadcast of the actual press conference that we streamed live here on Zim Daily just a few minutes ago. So stay tuned as we will be bringing you the rebroadcast in the next 2 to 3 minutes. We will rebroadcast the whole press statement so that you can also listen for yourself. Once again, Zimbabwe, we have not disappointed in terms of political drama. We have stood up to that. We have just witnessed something very interesting, especially the past 24 hours. They say 24 hours is a very long time in politics, and we are just been waiting to see what is going to happen with the by-elections, and some drama has just been injected into the whole drama once again. So we will be bringing you the live broadcast in the next few minutes. So stay tuned to Zim Daily. We will be rebroadcasting the press conference in the next few minutes. Stay tuned.
Good morning, Zimbabwe. This is Gibbs Tube in Washington, D.C. We are live in Makokoba, and that is McDonald Hall. And we've got Mr. Ntando Ndlovu, one of the advisors of Thokozani Khupe. We know that yesterday Thokozani Khupe actually sent out a note that she's going to address a press conference concerning her suspension by Douglas Monzora. But she insists that she was not suspended because she claims that Monzora is no longer a member of the MDC-T. So now we've got Ntando. Ntando, welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Dube. Good morning, Studio 7 and the VOA viewers.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you are Thokozani Khupe's aide, we know. And so tell us, what is going on right now there?
Right now, the whole McDonald Hall is filled to brim. Party executives, party leaders are here to listen to their leader, the president of the MDC-T. She's going to be giving them their marching orders. She's going to be addressing the nation on various issues such as the ongoing squabbles within the MDC-T and the general national crisis, the general socio-economic crisis bedeviling the country. So basically, all is set for Dr. Khupe to address the people of Zimbabwe today.
So yesterday we saw that Mr. Senator Douglas Monzora actually suspended Ms. Khupe. What were the reasons for the suspension?
As far as we're concerned, we have not received anything to that effect. Dr. Khupe is in office. By the way, you must know, or you must be aware that on the 3rd of January this year, Senator Monzora wrote to ZEC and advised them that he has formed a new political party called the MDC Alliance. And therefore, in terms of our constitution, section 5.10a, if you join or support another political party, you are automatically fired from the party. So therefore, there is no way that Dr. Khupe can be fired by someone who doesn't belong to the MDC-T. So as far as we're concerned, Dr. Khupe is in charge of the party right now because Monzora is fired himself. So as far as we're concerned, the MDC-T has no crisis. We're not confused. We are clear that Dr. Khupe is at the helm of the party, and that's why all of us are gathered here to listen to her marching orders.
What is Dr. Khupe going to tell the public today?
Well, let's wait for the presser. She's going to touch on various issues that are affecting the party, on various issues that are affecting the nation, and she's going to give a way forward on what the party must do going forward. So she's going to give the nation some bit of information on what is going to happen to the MDC-T. As you know, that Monzora has left the party, and therefore she is in charge of the party, and therefore she is going to actually address the nation on those issues.
So now there are some people who may claim that maybe you are doing this because Ms. Khupe has been suspended. So at the end of the day, people will say, this maybe sour grapes, you know? Is that not the case?
As far as we're concerned, that suspension is a non-event because Monzora doesn't have any political, legal, or moral authority to fire anyone from the party. He's just a self-seeking and attention-seeking individual who is obsessed with politics of accommodation instead of politics of change. That's why you see him begging Mnangagwa to postpone elections. That's why you see him begging Mnangagwa to cancel by-elections, because he's not pushing the politics of the people. He's pushing politics of accommodation. So therefore, all Zimbabweans must reject Monzora in their number and focus on change, because we're going to deliver change in 2023. Definitely the MDC-T wants to create a new government. And
So
we're ready
now-
for that. Dr. Khupe is going to lead us to that new government.
Yes, but while we are doing all this, it seems as if the country is preparing for by-elections. What's going to happen, you know? Because when you're fighting, you may not get as many people as possible to support you.
Well, as far as we're concerned, we are not short of candidates. We're not short of numbers. So the National Council is going to pronounce itself on by-elections. So definitely we have to wait for our National Council, which is going to decide on whether we're contesting the by-elections or not.
So, Mr. Ndlovu, going forward, what do you think we are going to be saying or doing as MDC-T under Khupe?
The political program of the MDC-T is to create a democratic alternative, and that's what we are obsessed with. So as far as we are concerned, we are now working on making sure that each and every Zimbabwean who has reached the age of 18 registers to vote, because we want to deliver change in 2023. So that's what is basically at the top of our agenda.
And yes, we understand that, but there's some people who are saying, Dr. Khupe didn't get as many numbers as possible, in terms of the last presidential election. So now, what makes you believe that maybe she's going to make it, in terms of numbers? This is what matters in politics.
We have made mistakes. We have learned from our mistakes. We've got a foolproof strategy which we are going to use. Victory is certain. Be rest assured that those numbers are going to increase.
So now
we had only 1 month to campaign. Last time we had only 1 month to campaign. This time we've got more than a year to campaign. So definitely we are of the view that we are going to increase the numbers.
But and still you are going to participate in the by-elections going in?
We are waiting for the National Council, for the proper MDC-T National Council to pronounce itself on that one. So we are going to be guided by the National Council.
So I will let now Ezra to talk to you there. Go ahead with Ezra. And talk with him there. So
thank you very much.
Is Ezra Chisas there so that he can chat with you for a few moments before we cross over to other people? So Ezra Chisas Panda.
Yes.
Yes, Chisa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joey. The people inside the venue here, it's a capacity crowd of almost 1,000 people. We're invited here for a press conference, but we're still waiting for MDC-T leader Umama Thokozani Khupe, and people are already packed inside. I don't know how this press conference is going to be held because they're already singing. I don't know. It's now tend to be sort of a rally. I don't know.
Yeah. So there are indications that Ms. Khupe is going to tell people that she is the leader of the MDC now after Manzora expelled himself. So is it possible for you to chat to Tando and find out exactly how they're going to handle this? Or it may end up in court?
It's just gone inside. Maybe you can talk to some of the people
here.
Yes,
talk to the people. Just call them and then we talk to the people there. Find out exactly what is going on.
Let's try to talk to this gentleman. What's your name, sir? Planikama. This is in English. VOA. If it's possible, you can use the English. You face this side. Thank you very much. Are you a member of MDC-T?
I'm a member of MDC-T.
Member of MDC-T. Can you hear him, Tube?
Yes.
Okay. Beside in Kulmani. You have heard MDC-T President Dr. Manzora saying Madam Khupe has been suspended from the party. Then we saw a letter again from Dr. Khupe saying they're suspending Douglas Manzora because he said he's the president of MDC Alliance. What's your take on that?
What has happened as an individual and knowing the history of MDC, all I can say is Douglas Manzora, he has made his own decision to go to MDC Alliance. As far as we're concerned, now it is clear that he has got an agenda, and the president of MDC-T is still here, and Thokozani Khupe. And as far as we're concerned, being Bulawayo and from Kulumane constituency, we are behind Dr. Thokozani Khupe, and we know he's going to lead MDC-T to victory come 2023.
People, let's talk about the masses. When they are reading and seeing such, do you think your party stands a good chance of winning the forthcoming elections, even the by-elections?
People have always supported Dr. Khupe. And if, as I've said before, if you know all these people that are trying to paint Dr. Khupe as wrong, the only thing that the reason why we're supporting Dr. Khupe is everything that she's been doing from the day when Dr. Morgan Tsvangirai passed on. Khupe has always followed the constitution. I'm surprised Manzora claims to be a lawyer, but he doesn't know the constitution of the MDC-T.
I'm worried about the people because I've been speaking to a lot of people here. People are coming here, expecting the venue. They want to understand what's going on. Are you not giving advantage to the ruling party since you're now divided? It is a three-way now tie between MDC Alliance, MDC-T, Monzora, MDC Khupe, and all that.
So people know their leader. As far as we're concerned, we're not worried about Douglas Monzora. Douglas Monzora, you'll go and be wherever he is, but as MDC-T, people know their leader, and that leader is Dr. Thokozani.
Thank you very much to the gentleman. Dube, we still waiting for Dr. Khupe, who I'm told has left her house now, coming to this venue. So we'll try to wait for her here, and then we are happy that after the press conference or after sort of a rally, because people said no, there's no way you can hold a press conference. We as supporters, we want to understand what's going on. That's why they're packed inside there. They're refusing to come out because the Dr. Khupe was meant to address the press only.
Yes, so can you go ahead and talk to people out there? Just hear their views, Chisa, while we're waiting for Khupe. Just track as many people as possible. Talk to them about what is going on. But what's the mood like while we're looking for somebody? What's the mood like?
The excitement is serious. People came in droves here, and as you can see, I'll show you some of the combis which we have been carrying. Some other people coming from every suburb in Bulawayo. Their boys here understand this is a security team which is hanging outside there because they suspect that some people might come. Let me try to talk to this gentleman here. Hello, my man, how are you? Yeah, what's your name, sir? Hey, Timbani, are you a member of MDC or you're just a supporter? You're a supporter. Why are you here today?
Actually, I'm here to come and hear what the leadership has for us. I understand the new stance which we are taking. So actually, we want to get it from the first month.
So you heard about this press conference, so you decided to come so that you listened.
Yes.
So we saw letters yesterday. Letters, one coming from Khupe and one coming from Monzora. Did you read those letters? What they say?
Not exactly.
Okay.
And I'm not in a position to answer this such question.
But Douglas Monzora is saying suspended Dr. Khupe. What's your take on that?
Like I said, I'm not in a position in the party to comment on such issues. Maybe if you consult my other leadership.
No, it's not. I just wanted to hear your opinion as a supporter. Like you told me, the supporter. When you see these divisions going on around.
Going around. It depends by spirit as a supporter and the voter, because what we are looking for a change. So we feel if we unite and we go on the same direction for a cause, then we will succeed. Our mission, which our first leader started from as back as 99. Yes, that's what we are trying for, because divisions always cost us, especially when it comes to time of election.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Khupe, as you can hear from the gentleman, they say that it dampens their spirit when they see leaders divided like this. Hopefully, he has left his on her way here. Let me talk to the gentleman. Say, excuse me, what's on the Langaba? Can you come this side? I want to have a chat quick one. This is Voice of America. Yeah. So, say, what's your name? Sorry?
My name is Moses Matana.
Moses Matana. You are here. You are Dr. Khupe, supporter telling from the T-shirt you are putting on.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you not supporting MDC-T? You are supporting an individual. What is going on?
I'm supporting MDC-T, but MDC-T is built on principles, constitutionalism and democracy. So that is not happening under the leadership of Douglas Monzora. Because if you look at it, even from the extraordinary things, the extraordinary things was done by bogus structure. The bogus law was from somewhere. So you see, you cannot continue to follow a person like that. There's a lot of abuse of funds with the party, and as we speak, even the organizing department at the moment
if you look at it under the leadership, they don't have even one single car. So you have to wonder where all those millions that are getting from the political party coming in. So leadership of Douglas Mondora is just corrupt. So that's what we want.
But again, when we hear of Dr. Khupe, this is a lady, is your leader, has been involved in controversies, has been involved in all these files, the division, we had the Chamisa issue and all that. What do you say to her when you see that you're always following me? Do you talk to her and try to advise her? Why all these differences?
Dr. Khupe is not controversial, as you said. Dr. Khupe is always maintained constitutionalism. Dr. Khupe is for constitutionalism. Dr. Khupe is for democracy. Dr. Khupe is actually a very straightforward person. That's why all those people who are Khupe, who are not straightforward, she's always taking the point. Even if you look at the previous extraordinary Congress, and also the national council that they had, their point was we cannot go for an ordinary Congress under structures that were not done correctly, that are done on factionalism, that's done at Hutchison. Because everyone must be involved in the building. After all, the building structures takes almost 10 months. But you see, they were just done within 5-6 days. Some of them even being done on the telephone. So there's no.
So today you are prepared to split from Dr. Monzora, and it's going to be called MDC-T.
Yeah, it's going to be called MDC.
And Monzora has the MDC-T.
Dr. Monzora decides to call the MDC-T. That's something else. You don't say, but what you want is a leader who is principled, a leader who has got direction, a leader who is from the people, for the people.
Thank you very much. I can see the sign. The first security team is here. Dr. Tuve, Mr. Tuve is here. I can see.
Yes. So it would be great if she comes in and then you talk to her for briefly.
Yeah.
So
okay. This is Voice of America. We are live here. He is here. You want to talk to him? Okay. Now it's coming from a small car.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Now we are at the McDonald's Hall as a correspondent. She's giving us a live stream from the place, so we are hopeful that we're going to have a lot to cover this event, and we're going to put everything alive at the wall.
Thank you very much.
Oh, sit down.
Members of the media.
I'm not moving an inch from here.
Getting into each other, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this press conference, which has been called by the Honorable Dr. Thokozani Khupe. My name is Thokozani. I'm Dr. Khupe's spokesperson. Without wasting much of your time, I will now invite the Honorable the President, Dr. Khupe, to address us. Dr. Khupe, are you ready, madam? The President is ready to address the meeting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okokuqala ngithanda ukuthi ngilibonge kakhulu ulawayo omuhle lani lonke elithe labuya lizothi bhaqa lapha litshengisele ukuthi lingundlovu makhohloza. Ngithanda ukuthi sithule silalele singathi sesijabula sesiqedile ukuthi sifuna ukuthi sasikhulumayo lana kuzwakale. Ngiyabonga. First of all, I would like to thank the media for coming to our press conference. Ngithanda ukuthi khona likhuluma ukuthi media izwe ngapha sasijabule kusinele. First of all, I would like to thank the media for coming to our press conference, and I would like in a special way to thank MDC-T members for coming in your numbers. You have demonstrated that you are indeed a force to record. The MDC-T is a social democratic party that was founded on values of constitutionalism. It is a party that operates under the dictates of the Constitution. The sad reality is that this Constitution has been mutilated and divided into pieces for time without number by those who are supposed to uphold and defend. Article 9.1.2a enjoins the President to uphold and defend the party's Constitution. It therefore follows that the President cannot be at the center of constitutional transgression. That does not say Monzora, as for time without number, violated the Constitution of the party during his term as President of the party. Monzora is an illegitimate president who is the product of the rich establishment court. We did not form a forum in terms of Article 6.2.7 in the National Congress that was formed a forum and the establishment of the Constitution by the National Council within 6 months of the date of the incorrect vote. This means that this extraordinary Congress was supposed to be no later than 2021. Therefore, there's no power to preside over any party. And this was correctly interpreted that the Supreme Court judgment of March 2020 in the famous Marshall Levesa's MDC-T. That was not what happened on President had appointed the Treasurer General and the Secretary for Information and Public. Whereas the Constitution in Article 9.1.4 officers of Congress. He said that he went further and admitted other people into the National State Department, violating Article 6.4. This is problematic in the sense that the decisions that are taken and recommended to our structure are questionable and are rendered now state body. Because Kabak has gone on to disband the chieftain party structure and taking point being the Mudawa provincial executive and replace with the board structure when the started 6.9.1.7 is very clear on what should have happened to the 2040 Mudawa provincial executive. This reckless behavior falls into question the composition of the National Council because the legislature and collected National Council members have been replaced by 10 council members. This scenario applies to every other province. Article 4.3 of the party constitution clearly articulates that the MDC is against all violence and does not keep individual violence as a way for people to participate in any political, social, economic, or religious state. That does not guarantee one or a benefit from the violent external Congress, which was big and did not form a forum. Secretaries of the Congress violence have noted themselves they authorize protecting and outright violence to the mind. It is 13 months since the extraordinary Congress and not even the state structure was to grant them the provision level to allow for the ordinary Congress to take place according to the dictates of the party's constitution. The MDC-T constitution is very clear on Congress timeline and process to the extent that Article 6.4.6 stipulates that branch executive committee members shall be elected at a branch assembly meeting held once every 5 years, provided that elections are taking place at least 2 months prior to each one assembly meeting held in terms of section 611. Each of the 1,958 which translates 9,739 right countrywide. What this means is that you need at least 2 months to go and conduct fresh elections for all the 9,790 branches countrywide. This is a process which must be conducted meticulously and thoroughly because it is those branches that elect the one chairperson that form a substantial part of Congress delegates. That is the 1,958. It is also important to note that the Constitution deliberately uses the word at least, which means not less than. There is no way that this country can be left over because in one day, everything that has not happened on the vaccine, when you know that this process is conducted in 1 day instead of 2 months, this is indeed irrational. This applies to what districts and provinces, and this process which is supposed to be done in 10 months, leading to Congress, was conducted in 6 days. According to a schedule released by Senator Morgan Committee on 23 December 2021, branches and one Congress were to be held 8 and 9 January 2020. District assemblies 15 to 16 January 2020, and provincial assemblies 29 to 30 January, followed by nominations of state committee members. The Congress is to be held on 5 March 2022. You then ask yourself whether this is a congress or a meeting of a few individuals who are supposed to unconstitutionally elect MDC-T leaders. The MDC-T is a serious party. That is the government in waiting and must always lead by example in whatever it does. From what I have said, this is a clear indication that the Thokozani Khupe about so Congress slated for the 5th of March is nothing but a non-event which must be dismissed as a nullity with the content it deserves. To make matters worse, Dr. Thokozani Khupe went to the extent of lying before a court of law. In his short affidavit, filed in the Bulawayo High Court, he said, and I quote, no one was recalled or expelled at all. That is why no names were identified. This is totally false. We have never acted in any arbitrary manner at all. If second applicant, Josiah Makonde, was served with a letter of recall and expulsion, he needed to attach it. He did not. All this is unsubstantiated clause court. As a senior lawyer, you must know better that perjury is a serious offense. It is clear that Monzora lied under oath when he claimed that he did not report anyone. Yet he connived with the Secretary General, Paulina Mbariwa. He had secretly written a letter to the local government minister, Honorable Thokozani Khupe, to the effect that Josiah Makonde, the mayor of Wales, had ceased to be a member of MDC-T, and therefore he must be recalled as councillor for March 2 and subsequently replaced as mayor of Wales. As we speak right now, Josiah Makonde has been replaced as mayor of Wales, and his seat was gazetted by ZEC as a vacancy. As if that was not enough, he went further to his seat because that in the MDC-T, no one can be recalled without due process, which we all know is untrue. The mayor of Josiah Makonde was recalled without due process, and up to now, he has not received any letter advising that he is no longer a member of MDC-T, together with the offense that he is said to have committed. I now turn to the issue of the MDC-T and MDC alliance. The composite political cooperation agreement was signed by the late Dr. Moses Chandra MDC-T, Professor Washington Nule MDC, the IPTP, Jacob Garu, the Transform Zimbabwe, Agrippa Mtambara CPM, Mathias Kuchu, MCT, and Jerry Holt, Musiari Lanzanigo, and the Zimbabwe Clouds, where the above mentioned principles are pending their signature. Monzora has now formed a new alliance with the likes of Lucia Martinez of PTP, which was part of our vice president to respect people's right of coalition, and Shubi Kaimandaza of MTCN, whose position is unknown among others. This is a completely new and different party. In addition to this, Monzora has already notified that we will contest the upcoming by-elections under the MTC Alliance Act. In so doing, Monzora has fired himself because in terms of the MTC Monzora has fired himself because in terms of the MTC Constitution, Article 510A, membership of the party shall be terminated if a member joins to support a political party other than the MDC-T. Termination of membership in these circumstances is automatic. I would like to substantiate this by alluding to the fact that Monzora recalled several MPs and councillors because they were members of the alliance, and recently recalled Josiah Makonde because he was said to be a member of the alliance, and therefore he had ceased to be a member. This is a clear indication that Thokozani Khupe is no longer an MDC-T member. So, with all these transgressions, that Thokozani Khupe cannot continue at the help of a democratic party such as MDC-T. As Deputy President, I played my part in advising him in terms of my constitutional role in Article 9.2.1, which clearly states that it shall be the duty of the Deputy President to assist the President in exercising his or her powers, functions, and administrative duties, and it is provided for in the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of MDC-T, it is in this vein that today, the 21st day of January, the year of our Lord 2022, we who are gathered here and many others gathered around the country who could not make it to this very important event declare an official split. We declare an official split of our beloved country, the movement for democratic change can be right. MDC-T. This day, the 21st of January, year of our Lord 2022, and announced that the movement for democratic change can be right has split, and they are now two MDC-T formation. One led by yours truly, Dr. Thokozani Khupe, who is also leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, and the other. I don't know who their leader is going to be, because they are so-called Congress for the 5th of March. We are announcing this with a heavy heart, because this is not what we wanted, but the circumstances beyond our control have forced us to do this. This marriage is irreconcilable, as we have a group that is determined to violate and mutilate the country constitution every step of the way, and a group that is always guided by the dictates of the constitution and the leadership that always, and I repeat, that always uphold and defend the constitution. This leadership is the one which is sitting here, and the people are the ones who are sitting over there. I did my best to entertain the powers and functions that include that of upholding and defending the party's constitution and upholding and defending the party's values. But time has come to say this far and go further. In a few weeks to come, we are going to have the National Executive and the National Council to discuss the roadmap to conference as the constitutional timeline. I would like to conclude by emphasizing that today, the 21st of January 2022, the MDC-T is two formations. And I am therefore pleading with other political players not to interfere with our internal politics as MDC-T. And I'm appealing to Parliament as the legislative organ of the state to desist from taking sides, as well as local government. It happened before, and it must not happen again. At the same time, I am calling on the Ministry of Justice to be fair and just in dealing with this matter. Like I said, we have a group which is anti the Constitution and a group which respects the Constitution and operates under it in the spirit and in the letter in which it was written. Please, I am begging other political players to desist from interfering in our internal affairs. Please let us be. I rest my case.
All right, so there you have it, Zimbabwe. Dr. Thokozani Khupe just concluded her press conference there, and we are coming to you live from Bulawayo. This is actually a rebroadcast of the program that was carried live here on Zim Daily. So stay tuned as we will be providing some commentary soon after this program. Let's hear what more they have to say.
Thank you very much for coming. Unfortunately, due to other engagement, the Honorable President of the party will not be able to field questions at this point. But we are going to arrange for one-on-one interviews with various media houses. Thank you very much, members of the media, for coming. It is much appreciated. Now the Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Chisa Bulawayo, Chisa. Chisa Bulawayo, Chisa. Chisa Pilani, Chisa. Chisa Maposa, Chisa. Chispa Matmananga Chispa. Chispa Makuni Chispa. Chispa Jendesha Chispa. Chispa Matanga Chispa. Chispa Yanga Chispa. Chispa Kina Chispa. Bravo. At this point, technically, this is an actual organ, and Mongamedi, Kuruma, the leadership, the MDC-T. Thank you very much. Bulawayo msakara loke ngilibonga ngiyakwazi ezibongo sezisinenga ngeke ngastanda one masiphethe but lapha nthethisi nzathi ezibongo zenu lonke bakithi Bulawayo hayi ngibona ngathi singadala sinje lapho siyakhona uzadala kuqaqile yithi sibulawayo ngesisuka sibe nompresident osuka khona ngobulawayo osalala ekisala yena
we just heard from Dr. Khupe. He has made it clear, it's now official. Today, the 21st of January 2022, MDC-T has officially split. Dube?
Yes, so what is the mood like there as a Jesus man?
Young Mr. Dube, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you, Ezra. I can hear you. I can hear you, Ezra. Quiet.
Be talking while I fix my. I don't know. You want to hear with their meeting, or we are done with the press conference? Should we start talking to people?
Yes, you can talk to people. Yes,
just be talking 2 minutes. Then I re-enter. Try to fix my headphones.
Yes,
yeah, cannot be talking.
Okay. Yes. So yes, we've got Ezra Jesus Banda in Bulawayo there. So what we are hearing from him is that officially, like what Dr. Khupe said, the MDC-T has split. So at the end of the day, I think he's going to be talking to different people, and we hear from him what he's going to be doing out there. So what we've done is with this live stream to find out exactly what is going on. And Khupe says officially they've actually split. I think Ezra Jesus Banda will come back shortly. He's trying to talk to 1 or 2 people so that we know what is going on. So as we're speaking right now, indications are that the party is actually split. So things are happening in Bulawayo. So Dr. Khupe says she's the new president of the MDC-T, and she says she doesn't know what is going to happen to the other person. That is Douglas Mozora. So I think as a Jesus Banda is back again, he was trying to fix his microphone and other things. So Chisa, quiet and give us an overall kind of picture of what is going on there.
Yeah, this was meant to be a press conference where Dr. Khupe was meant to talk to the press only. We understand her supporters said there's no way we want to hear from our leader if it's true, those letters. And they came here in their numbers. The venues you saw live here is packed to rafters. And I'm really concerned of the COVID-19 because the way they are, they just allowed people, there was no control. But Dr. Khupe has made it clear today that her relationship with the current president of MDC-T is over. And officially today, Mr. Dube, MDC-T has split. Listen again, not MDC Alliance, but MDC-T has split. She is saying that she will continue recognizing the alliance which was signed by the late Morgan Tsvangirai and other leaders of other political formations. Therefore, at the moment, she doesn't know who is going to lead the other faction, which Comrade Douglas Monzora is leading.
Chisa kwama chisa, chisa ulawayo chisa, Amanda, oh mama Pesulu, oh baba, sifulukile sinenze okwamasiwo athi thina sibulawayo enhle, ibulawayo enembali enhle eyaziwayo, ibulawayo kaMthokazi. Ulama kumonzora, yelele, ulama kumonzora, yithe ulama kumonzora, yelele, ulama kumonzora, ulama kumonzora, akiliswa, ulama kumonzora, monzoro lisela, monzoro lisela. Ulama kumonzora, Ulaman Motora. Yelele Ulaman Motora. Motoro Yarika. Iti Motoro Yarika. Ulaman Motora. Yelele Ulaman Motora. Iti Ulaman Motora. Yelele Ulaman Motora. Iti Motoro Lisela. Yelele Motoro Lisela. Iti Motoro Yarika. Yelele Motoro Yarika. Iti Ulaman Motora. Yelele Shish. Ulaman. Yelele Ulaman. Iti Motoro Lisela. Iti Motoro Lisela. Iti Motoro Yarika. Yelele Motoro Yarika. Iti Ulaman.
All right. Good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Good morning. In case you're joining us, we have just been broadcasting live there for you. This is the press conference from the vice president, who now happens to be the new leader of MDC faction that is just split from the Monzora-led MDC-T. Political drama in Zimbabwe, we never run short of any, and we can attest to that this afternoon or this morning, this evening, depending on where you're listening to us from. We've just been listening to the political drama coming out of Zimbabwe this afternoon. Those that have been following the news know that yesterday the Douglas-led Monzora, the Douglas-led MDC, suspended its vice president, Dr. Thokozani Khupe, which obviously triggered quite a lot of hoo-ha in the political scene in Zimbabwe. And today we had the vice president addressing the media, trying to clear things off there, and she insists that she is the legitimate leader, now the legitimate leader of the MDC-T, led the new MDC-T faction. I don't know how many factions we have now in the MDC-T. One wonders whether ZANU-PF actually has a hand in this, because, as you know, it's just over 2 months just before we have the by-elections on the 26th of March. We don't know who's being used here, but they say that they use actually the tactics that we all know of dividing the electorate so that they remain in power for good. So that's what we have been witnessing here in Zimbabwe. Welcome, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're listening to us from. We're just going to be running the broadcast again. Now we've got a more clearer and better quality video of the press conference that Dr. Thokozani Khupe presided over just an hour or so ago. This is a rebroadcast of that press conference, and we're broadcasting it here live on Zimbabwe Daily, coming to you live. And the time here where we're coming to you from is exactly 8 minutes to 12 midday. Broadcasting live from London, Zim Daily. Stay tuned as we are going to be running the broadcast one more time of the press conference that Dr. Thokozani Khupe she just presided over just a few minutes ago. Let's just look at some of the comments that are coming from you, Zimbabwe, as we continue following this drama that is actually happening right now in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is never short of all this drama, as you can imagine. We have elections coming up, by-elections coming up in just over 2 months' time from now. And already there's a lot happening in the scene, and there's definitely allegations of ZANU hands in all this to ensure that the opposition stays divided, and they can use that as a smokescreen, obviously, to say that there is no way the opposition was going to win given the state the opposition is in right now in Zimbabwe. So whatever the outcome on the 26th of March, ZANU-PF now has more reasons to actually do whatever it does best to ensure that they remain in power. So Zimbabwe, stay tuned. We are going to be going through the live broadcast. Now we've received a copy of a better quality video and also sound of the whole press conference, so you guys can enjoy and obviously follow the proceedings from Zimbabwe. So Lazarus Mabureni there says, I don't know who's right or wrong between the two, but what I'm confident is that these two people are obsessed with power. Initially, their message was just for convenience. The real opposition is well known. So these are some of the comments that are coming from the community right here on Zim Daily. Stay tuned, Zimbabwe. We are going to be running, like I said, another broadcast in the next minute. In the next 60 seconds, we have a better quality video and sound for you, so you can all listen to the press conference this afternoon. Dr. Thokozani Khupe has left the MDC-T. Now she leads her own faction of that MDC. I don't know what they're going to call it. It's most likely MDC-Khupe. And this whole thing smells of ZANU-PF hands, just to make sure that the real opposition does not win the March 26 by-elections. But we know, I think Zimbabweans now have woken up to the machinations of ZANU. We know exactly what is going on. And just as some of the comments are saying, God is in it. This time we saw it in Zambia. Last year, Zambia, actually against all odds, Hakainde Hichilema managed to win the elections against a very forceful PF party in Zambia. I think there's nothing that is impossible in this world. There's no doubt that Zimbabwe, the winds of change that have been blowing for many years, are going to be realized this time. We are all following the events as we watch from the terraces right here on Zimbabwe Daily, Zim Daily. Time is exactly 5 minutes to 12 midday here in London, broadcasting to you live from London, and we are bringing you the Thokozani Khupe press conference. Dr. Thokozani Khupe, this is a rebroadcast, and stay tuned, Zimbabwe.
MDC-T chisa. Chisa madistrict wonke chisa. Chisa Popoma chisa. Chisa Luvebe chisa. Chisa Makwekwe chisa. Chisa Mat South chisa. Chisa Bulawayo South chisa. Chisa Makokova chisa. Chisa Bulawayo East chisa. Chisa Bulawayo Central chisa. Ngiyabonga Bulawayo Khupe. Ngiyabonga kakhulu but into enjanisayo manje angikwazi ukuthi lizwele izinto yenu. lizofaka ihistory lizotshengisa ukuthi likhona lingabantu abazalelwe la bakhulela la abakuma-structures la anti kathi uma sihlabela phela ngiyabe ngifisa ukuthi ngihlabele nami mina kwami ngibe sekufuna ukufika ngoba ngibe sengicela i-city council ukuthi i-fire brigade imele eduzane ngoba uma sengiyeka ngafika phezulu laphana ngidilisi but andisathembelanga ngendlela angisafika manje. Awu nanku phela chisa nketha chisa kathi thina awusazi yini sorry bantu benketha inketha siyazi kakhulu inketha phela yikho kulo senator wethu anjo umgengelitino umgengelishiyas anjo umgengenga ulembali enkulu kakhulu kwezepolitiki imbalo nayo umgengenga anti lisakwazi ivini uba kuthiwa wayesithume engafika lapha uyabe ezama ukudinga ukuthi ngifuna izizwe libongekile ngokubuya kwenu ngiyakwazi abanye basabuya abanye basendleleni baseza njengoba abanye basabuya thina singabe sizilibazisa nje sikwetshisa nje okwakhathesi anti kule ngoma zethu leziyane sisinika amadlabuzane kulaleyani ingomo haka amatorokisi mfuna like lihakhe sibisibili DJ uhaka amatorokisi lapho abantu beke bethi mbijana tshabe hakhe ngoba ohake itorokisi elikhulu ikhanda ngomama umakhuphe tshisa thina sonke singamatorokisi so akula torokisi elizasala lihlezi phansi itorokisi lonke lizamele lihakwe nalo lithini liladeni asifuni ukuthi sisuka la ngizwa umuntu esithi ubonile ukuthi umbhemu bojayiva njani ubungajayivi chisa DJ umatorokisi Suguma mlawa ya Suguma. Welcome to the featuring Dr. Khupe. You know,
Jerusalema, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, Jerusalema, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, sunamishira. Yakuyamu, Ayakolana, Musowamu, Ayakolana, Ilanolose, Suruhamina, Yakuyamu, Ayakolana, Musowamu, Ayakolana, Ilanolose.
Chisa ulawayo chisa. Right, bazali, ubukhokheli buzabe bulapha kungekudala. Abaphansi abangene phakathi, uyaclose iminyango yonke, kuyasala iminyango wobukhokheli kuphela. Abaphansi abangene phakathi. Sesiqala manje, siyaqala. Abaphansi bangene phakathi, ababhoda abahlale phansi bathume. Siyaqala manje. Chisa MDC-T, chisa Dr. Khupe, chisa Bulawayo, chisa Harare, chisa Nilalonke, chisa. Siyabonga. Leadership, provincial executives.
Badala machija isa indawo yokuziriliva ebo baba yona lenga ebo mama ileyana andi kuyavala umnyango uyasala umnyango ozangena yona leadership angithi babe ngasela muntu ophuma phandle chinja.
Siyabonga hayi sokuyaqala manje into ade imelele kulewa umuhle sisenzakala ngokugcwala kwenu. I-leadership sisendeleni nathi liyakwazi thina sile-leadership engaphusiyo, leadership ebuye ebantwini, leadership elilandayo nasezindlini. But namhla sithe sihlangane-ke lapha. Chisa Bulawayo, chisa Bulawayo umuhle, chisa Khupe, chisa. Sesiqalisa iprogram yethu na sicela umfundisi siyacela umfundisi Siyawucela mfundisi ngapha usiyethulele inkosini mfundisi wami. Siyabonga ngobaba asikhiphele ingwani. Singakakhiphi ingwani please uma liphuma phandle lapha kulabo umthetho kulamapolisa amamaski lingakhiphi hanjo. Kulicala ligcina selibotshiwe ligcina sesiyafayinda. Sicela ukuthi ababephuma ibhotabhota phandle imaski yakho ihlale sebakalele. Lapha siyabe sesibona sizokuthi amamaski kanjani. Ito tibone ukuthi kabala sifuna ukuthi sibene abasebenzi ezibhadala imikhuhlane. Ngiyabonga sezizane lezimfundisi. So baba ngithole ukukhuluma sifuna zethu sidale imfundisi. Sikhuthaze amathanda sifike ukuthula sifike uNkulunkulu ngathi asiphelele kuvakala ukuthi Jehova sikuthandaza asiphelele baba wengane sebenkosi Jesu ngiyalazi lomhlaba bumbilo mpelelisa konke namhlanje sizile kule ndawo njengabantu abakho babuyazi injongo babuyamazi ukukhala abantu bakho Jehova bakhala kuwena wena umoya Jehova baba bakhethe owakhethile kubantu bakho abantu wabagcina Jehova ebepini wabagcina ebuhleni nabo abantu abakhala kuwena ngicela bona basize lalela sathani sisokulunga sizika unavuka ngasabele kule ndawo Babalana umsebenzi namhlanje siyamukhala lesi sikhathi sicela bona Jehova sibeleza ngesakho sicela bona sisebenzele emaphethelweni bakini okuzosikhanyisa ngelinye igama lakwaSesu Jesu Kristu baba siyathandaza thatha indawo abantu bakho Jehova bekhala belila kube abantu abaduduzayo uyathi Jehova ufana nokududuza laba bakhala abantu bakho kuleli lizwe laseZimbabwe sinikeza esandleni sakho bekhala kanjalo bonke lesiyazi ufana nomwethu ozokwamela bamela abantu bakho Jehova baphumelele ngoba bazakumise bazafika emaphethelweni kuze bafike ugcineni kungabikho ukuzosikhathapeza namandla amangcwele egameni likaJesu ngiyathandaza ngisithi mangcwele wena sisondela kuwena sisondela ezindaba siyabonga mangcwele sekhala nomsebenzi sikhokelele ngegama likaJesu ngiyakubingelela ngesaleleka amen. We are a political party. We have got a lot of friends in the enemies. Siyachakuwa ndani hizi ya kuwa kwa katika sisi ndio sisi sana sisi focus sana na bana. Okay. Aisha mkono sifungo njani hata kuelewele sogezi kutara swali. Ikuli omsetetwe Mr. Cheta message na message. Musa esigenze kodwa siyabonga leadership ye-province leadership ye-national yakicela phakathi kuye lithatha isihlalo senu ngoba sokwenzakala sifuna ukuthi leadership umebuya sibambe isikhathi siyenze into zethu ngesikhathi so bonke abaphandle leadership yonke phandle uyali lingaqalelwa i-leadership yaphezulu lizothatha isitulo senu lihlale phansi silandele uhlelo olulandelayo lapha kunawe omuhle asisowe sathatha isikhathi asisoze sathatha isikhathi silapha sizatshaya isikhathi nje esincinyane sizwe lokho esikunxuselwe yi-leadership sizwe ukuthi i-leadership isinxuseleni so uma singathathi isikhathi ngicela uma sisuka la singalahlekani laba babuye ngamakhombi abo uma uphuma lapha lithe liphume vele libambanelani ngegroup yenu lingene ekhombini yenu ibhadane lapha ilibisele jisa mpama jisa bulawayo jisa bulawayo jisa Makhupe jisa bomama jisa mayuthi jisa bobaba jisa nami jisa ya ngiyabonga sisayendlalela bakithi sacela uchairperson webulawayo province onguyi-host esondele eduzane naye libingelele uchairperson webulawayo province siyakucela eduzane uma member se-national body member 1 ye-national ekhona lapha abanyankali babona so cela uchairperson weprovince i-host chairperson weprovince nawe sizamtshayeleni izandla uchair umani uchairperson atsho chisa thina chisa tamthi chisa akitobanga umuntu nomi ndandiri constitution ndathatha khona phakathi besachana uye bese osisi yaphezulu sesithatha kwelawa ngesizwe 2014 ichayeleza nabayo
FA2
Chisa kama chisa. Chisa mnawewe mte chisa. Yes. Tatini mstesi kesi kutu mfiti wa kucha. Sesi kumbele na mambu. Mnawewe mte. Ya kiswa mnawewe. Mtamano wana mtati press conference. Chisa kama chisa. Chisa mnawewe chisa. Mtamano wana mtati press conference. Weba yesi sauza kwenye leadership yetu kuti sipa ubela nacho. Konokana ate ukato mama ndeni muzu kuti sienze jani. Sebuye nende nacho. Ndaba mfuna mwayo chisa mwayo chisa. Ndaba mabatana nacho. Ndabotanga balebota nacho. Asifuni ukuthi leadership sikhuluma ndani libe likhuluma sizafuna ukuthi sizwanane kuhle ukuthi uze kuthi ungayiqondi lutho manje yikubuthule yibe ngisathi meeting yanamuhla ayisiyo meeting njengezinye meeting esidani kuziyenza so athi libona ukuthi ngiyethulele kuchair lapha ngomthetho uchair ubefuze ekhulume sokubuya national ngoba kuye phela umakhulu sikudanje but njoba i-press conference sayibamba ngenye indlela so okwakhathesi ngilo treasurer lapho wakubulawayo lapho umankomo ushila msondi ngifuna ukuthi elibingelele nje kuphela atsho elibingelele nje kunjani alright ngiyabonga ngoba i-host ngwakho lapha nguye umakhelwana we-McDonald's siyabonga
sayibonani tisa baba tisa izenda zophili mama Robert Pasi upstage
uyu mankomo ngumaziyo but kungakafiki leadership atsho ngibona ngathi lichawa lovalo mina ngifuna ukuthi likhiphe uvalo atsho linesibindi bantu bakobulawayo ngoba noma abona ukusentizweni yomuntu babula atsho nginganitshengisa mina okusentizweni yami ngilivule inhliziyo yami akusoze layithuka yini alisoze nabaleke Bulawayo abangasoze bebaleke ngabavulela inhliziyo yami phakamisana izandla abangasoze bayethuke ibapi alright abazayithuka nifumezi khathesi semfuna ukulivulela mina inhliziyo yami ukuthi njani hatshi igama lami athi nguSamsoni Mphembe yazi namhla sitshaya ngenye indlela ngendlela yenhliziyo get ready Bulawayo lapha mbona ukuthi ngiyabona lokho kanje nasi inhliziyo yami sengivulela lebethatha elibona inhliziyo yami ngoba ngomkami unakasiphathisiwe kusekasiphathisiwe azake ibona inhliziyo yami ujayele nje njalo engithanda ukuthi ethi ngabona okusenhliziyweni baba bayilokho bathi nina ngifuna ebe nethanda ngibone okusenhliziyweni yami Bulawayo kangelana ngapha libona inhliziyo kaMbili chisa Bulawayo chisa sokaMbili yayibona lokho inhliziyo kaMbili yayibona lokho inhliziyo kaMbili ngiyabonga kakhulu yini inhliziyo yami njengakhonokho so Bulawayo ukuthi ufuna lapho inhliziyo zifune njengakhonokho vele ngiyakwazi inhliziyo zinje so but ngibe ngingathengisani sengilivule ukuthi ngithengisane chisa Bulawayo chisa Chisa bayani chisa. Chisa baba chisa. Ulama kumonzura. Ulama kumonzura. Chite ulama kumonzura. Ulama kumonzura. Ingoma inadani ukuthi kwathuthi umame wathi yakini. Inabakazana khona bathi seliphelile yini ukuthi akusomakazana. Umama athi inkazana kababa. Ingalahleki khona ugogo inkazana kakhulu. Lapho kunamakazana lamajaha la. Uthobela lwana lentombi yakhe, ijaha lentombi yakhe. Kanti chisa papa chisa. Chisa Bulawayo chisa. Chisa Dr. Khupe chisa. Chisa Ninanoke chisa. Chisa
Mama chisa.
Chisa Papa Chisa. Chisa Mdawayo Chisa. On your marks, get set. We are ready for you.
Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this press conference, which has been called by the Honorable Dr. Thokozani Khupe. My name is Mr. I'm Dr. Khupe's spokesperson. Without wasting much of your time, I will now invite the Honorable, the President, Dr. Khupe, to address us. Dr. Khupe, are you ready, Madam? The President is ready to address the meeting.
And I would like in a special way to thank for coming in your numbers. You have demonstrated that you are indeed a force to reckon with. The MDC-T is a social democratic party that was founded on the values of constitutionalism. It is a party that operates under the dictates of the Constitution. The sad reality is that this Constitution has been mutilated and shattered into pieces for time without number by those who are supposed to uphold and defend it. Article 9.1.2a enjoins the President to uphold and defend the party's constitution. It therefore follows that the President cannot be at the center of constitutional transgressions. That Konzola has for time without number violated the constitution of the party during his term as President of the party. Monzola is an illegitimate president who is a product of a rigged National Congress, which did not form a quorum. In terms of Article 6.2.7, if an National Congress does not form a quorum, a National Congress must be called by the National Council within 6 months of the date of the incorrect Congress. This means that this extraordinary Congress was supposed to be held not later than 27 June 2021. Therefore, he was an illegitimate president. He is an illegitimate president who has no power to preside over any party processes. Firstly, he appointed the second deputy president in violation of Article 9.2 of the party constitution. The MDC-T constitution does not have a provision for a second deputy president, and this was correctly interpreted by the Supreme Court judgment of March 2020 in the famous Marshall Universal MDC case. That is not what I say, Monzola. When together and appointed the Treasurer General and the Secretary for Information and Publicity, whereas the Constitution in Article 9.1.4 only allows the President to appoint deputies to officers of Congress. He went further and created other people into the National Standing Committee, violating Article 6.4.4. This is problematic in the sense that the decisions that are taken and recommended to our structure are questionable and are rendered non-employed. The Monzola Kaban has gone on to disband legitimate party structures, a case in point being the Bulawayo provincial executive and replaced with the global structure, whereas Article 6.9.1.7 is very clear on what should be happened to the 2014 Bulawayo provincial executive. This latest behavior calls into question the composition of the National Council because legitimate and collected National Council members have been replaced by fake council members. This scenario applies in every other province. Article 4.3 of the party constitution clearly articulates that the MDC is against all forms of violence and it does not believe in the use of violence as a way or means of attaining any political, social, economic, or religious objectives. That is what Garasa Monzola benefited from a violent external Congress, which was linked and did not form a quorum. Legislators of the Congress violence have not yet been dealt with to date. Monzola is protecting an apparent violent people in the party. It is 19 months since the extraordinary Congress, and not even a single structure was dissolved from branch level to provincial level to allow for the ordinary Congress to take place according to the dictates of the party's constitution. The MDC-T constitution is very clear on Congress timelines and processes, to the extent that Article 6.12.6 stipulates that branch executive committee members shall be elected at a branch assembly meeting held once every 5 years, provided that elections shall take place at least 2 months prior to each branch assembly meeting held in terms of section 6.11.2. The MDC has at least 5 branches in each of the 1,958 wards, which translates to 9,790 branches countrywide. What this means is that you need at least 2 months to dissolve and conduct fresh elections for all the 9,790 branches countrywide. This is a process which must be conducted meticulously and thoroughly, because it is those branches that will elect the ward chairpersons that form a substantial part of Congress delegates, that is the 1,958 delegates. It is also important to note that the Constitution deliberately uses the word "at least," which means not less than. There is no way that these branches can be held over the phone or in one day, as in Douglas Thokozani case, where he ordered that this process be conducted in one day instead of 2 months. This is indeed irrational. This applies to wards, districts, and provinces, and this process, which is supposed to be done in 10 months leading to Congress, was conducted in 6 days. According to a schedule released by Senator Morgan Committee on 23 December 2021, branches and ward congresses were to be held on 8 and 9 January 2022. District assemblies 15 to 16 January 2022, and provincial assemblies 29 to 30 January, followed by nominations of state committee members. The Congress is to be held on 5 March 2022. You then ask yourself whether this is a Congress or a meeting of a few individuals who are supposed to unconstitutionally elect MDC-T leadership. The MDC-T is a serious party that is a government in waiting and must always lead by example in whatever it does. From what I have said, this is a clear indication that the Douglas Thokozani Khupe sole Congress slated for the 5th of March is nothing but a non-event which must be dismissed as a nullity with the content it deserves. To make matters worse, Douglas Thokozani Khupe went to the extent of lying before a court of law. In his sworn affidavit filed at the Bulawayo High Court, he said, and I quote, "No one was recalled or expelled at all. That is why no names were identified. This is totally false. We have never entered in any arbitrary manner at all. If second applicant, Josiah Makombe, was served with a letter of recall and expulsion, he needed to attach it. He did not. All this is unsubstantiated, close quote. As a senior lawyer, he must know better that perjury is a serious offense. It is clear that Monzora lied under oath when he claimed that he did not report anyone, yet in connivance with the Secretary General, Paulina Mpariwa, he had secretly written a letter to the local government minister, Honorable July Moyo, to the effect that Josiah Makombe, the mayor of Were, had ceased to be a member of MDC-T, and therefore he must be recalled as councillor for Ward 2 and subsequently replaced as mayor of Were. As we speak right now, Josiah Makombe has been replaced as mayor of Were, and this seat was gazetted by ZEC as a vacant seat. As if that was not enough, he recommended that in his speech because that in the MDC-T, no one can be recalled without due process, which we all know is untrue. The mayor of Were, Josiah Makombe, was recalled without due process, and up to now, he has not received any letter advising him that he is no longer a member of MDC-T, together with the offense that he is said to have committed. I now turn to the issue of the MDC-T and MDC alliance. The Composite Political Cooperation Agreement was signed by the late Dr. Morgan Sankai MDC-T, Professor Oshman Mube MDC, Tendai PDP, Jacob Lari Transform Zimbabwe, Agrippa Mutambara CPF, Matthias Kuchu, MCT, and the Denford Musiarira Sanibu, and the Zimbabwe grounds where the above mentioned principles are entered their signatures. Monzora has now formed a new alliance with the likes of Musia Matilena of PDP, which was part of former Vice President Grace Jerusalem, People's Red Coalition, and Shubika Mandaza of MDCN, whose position is unknown among others. This is a completely new and different party. In addition to this, Monzora has already notified that he will contest the upcoming by-elections under the MDC Alliance Party. In so doing, Monzora has fired himself because in terms of the MDC constitution, Constitution, Article 510A, membership of the party shall be terminated if a member joins or supports a political party other than the MDC-T. Termination of membership in these circumstances is automatic. I would like to substantiate this by alluding to the fact that Monzola did not serve as MPs and councillors because they were members of the alliance, and recently recalled Josiah McCollum because he was said to be a member of the alliance, and therefore he had ceased to be an MDC-T member. This is a clear indication that Dr. Thokozani Khupe is no longer an MDC-T member. With all these transgressions, Dr. Thokozani Khupe cannot continue at the helm of a democratic party such as MDC-T. As Deputy President, I played my part in advising him in terms of my constitutional role in Article 9.2.1, which clearly states that it shall be the duty of the Deputy President to assist the President in exercising his or her powers, functions, and administrative duties, and as provided for in the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of MDC-T, it is in this vein that today, the 21st day of January, the year of our Lord 2022, we who are gathered here and many others scattered around the country who could not make it to this very important event, declare an official split. One led by yours truly, Dr. Thokozani Khupe, who is also leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, and the other, I don't know who their leader is going to be, because they've got their so-called Congress on the 5th of March. We are announcing this with a heavy heart, because this is not what we wanted, but circumstances beyond our have caused us to do this. This marriage is irreconcilable, as we have a group that is determined to violate and mutilate the party constitution every step of the way, and a group that is always guided by the dictates of the constitution, and as a leadership that always, and I repeat, that always upholds and defends the constitution. This leadership is the one which is sitting here. I keep my best to exercise my powers and functions that include that of upholding and defending the party's constitution and upholding and defending the party's values. But time has come to say this far and no further. In a few weeks to come, we are going to have the National Executive and the National Council to discuss the roadmap to Congress as per the constitutional timelines. I would like to conclude by emphasizing that today, the 21st of January 2022, the MDC-T has two formations. And I am therefore pleading with not to interfere with our internal politics as MDC-T. And I'm appealing to Parliament as a legislative organ of the state to desist from taking sides, as well as local government. It happened before and it must not happen again. At the same time, I am calling on the Ministry of Justice to be fair and just in dealing with this matter. Like I said, we have a group which is anti the Constitution and a group which respects the Constitution and operates under it in the spirit and in the letter in which it was written. Please, 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 I am begging other political players to desist from interfering in our internal affairs. Please let us win. I rest my case.
Thank you very much, members of the media. Thank you very much for coming. Unfortunately, due to other engagements, the Honorable the President of the party will not be able to field questions at this point. But we are going to arrange for one-on-one interviews with various media houses. Thank you very much, members of the media, for coming. It is much appreciated. Now we... Thank you very much.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have just concluded a rebroadcast of the MDC-T Khupe, split from the main MDC-T led by Douglas Manzora. This is all happening as we follow the proceedings. Zimbabwe, it is what it is. Politics in Zimbabwe never ceases to surprise us, but we'll continue following the events of what is happening on the political scene in Zimbabwe. Thank you very much, Zimbabwe, for taking time to spend with us here on Zimbabwe Daily and Daily. May you have a good evening and good afternoon, good morning, until we meet again. Thank you very much for being part of this great show this morning. For those that are coming to us live on Facebook, we are also streaming live on Twitter and YouTube. It's been a wonderful time spending time with you. Have a good evening and enjoy the weekend. Until we meet again, thank you and God bless. Bye-bye for now.